next guest is the starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, a 2024 Cy Young Award finalist and the reigning National League Rookie of the Year. He's also one of the cover athletes for MLB The Show 25, which launches March 18th for PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Please welcome to the show, Paul Skenes, everybody. Show. Please have a seat. I'm so happy you're here.
Yeah, great to be here.
I want to start with the very exciting news. There were one of your cards, a baseball card. It was a one-of-one card, which means only one of them existed. And this is a picture of what it was. And everybody was buying boxes of cards trying to get it. And for months, nobody had it. And it was pulled last week by an 11-year-old kid. How excited were you to find out it was an 11-year-old kid?
Super.
Yeah.
Super excited.
What would have been the worst outcome for you?
Probably a 50-year-old collector,
yeah,
to be honest.
See, so I'm 51, so I would have been all right.
All right, that's not 50. You're fine.
Yeah, exactly. 50, exactly 50, yeah. But it's very cool that this kid got this card. And we were talking backstage, cards are, I feel like, different than they've ever been, more popular than they've ever been. And another card of yours was a Garbage Pail Kid. They did these for a few different guys. And so, did you have approval on this, or was this just something they showed you?
Yeah, with the cards, they kind of just come out with them a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just showed up in my, because they came out with it, I think, during the season last year.
Yeah.
And it just showed up in my locker, and I'm like, oh, this is neat.
Yeah.
Had probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 other guys too. And
a friend of mine worked there, and they did one for me as well a few years ago. And mine's a lot grosser, but, you know, I know people are always asking you to sign cards for them, so I have one of mine, and I feel like nobody ever signs anything for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I just want you to have it. I just feel bad. Yeah, there you go.
Sweet.
You had a lot go right in your rookie year. Obviously, Rookie of the Year, you got to start the All-Star game, which has happened very rarely for rookies. National League Cy Young finalist. Was there, of the honors, was there one that meant more to you?
I don't know. The Rookie of the Year is an honor. I think the thing that probably hit closest to home for me was being a finalist for the Cy Young. I kind of knew I wasn't going to win. Didn't have a full season, but just being up there with Chris Sale and Zach Wheeler, 2 guys that I've watched for a long time now, who have been the best in the game for a while. Just being up there kind of in the conversation was pretty cool for me.
Obviously, no small thing to win Rookie of the Year. You did go a little bit viral because, you know, and again, I think a pitcher has to have composure. You know, it's a long season. And yet people were very taken with the composure you had when you got this incredible honor. Let's watch you finding out you were National League Rookie of the Year.
Paul Skenes. Congratulations, Paul.
I mean, it's like your arms out, like it was almost like, I think he's driving. So your girlfriend, Livy Dunn, who was in the clip, and is an athlete of great regard as well, gymnast, she posted this, because this was the meme of you having all your emotions. Now, is this historically a fair hit on you, or are you a guy who keeps it pretty stoic at big moments?
Yeah, I think people mistook the facial expressions and all that for indifference. I would say it was composure for sure.
Okay, composure.
Yeah.
Composure is very important. Mentioned Livy. Livy went to Fanatics Fest, I think it was called.
Yep.
And she dressed up like you. It was a big deal. Had the mustache and everything.
Yep.
But then you were on. There was a clip on social media of you. Again, she's a gymnast. You were doing some trampoline work, and it's sort of inspired by her. And do you feel like you have gymnast skills?
No.
Okay. I'm glad you said that because I was going to show the clip either way.
Do it. Let's see it.
Let's take a look at Paul. I will just say, you know, I'm on Twitter. I follow a lot of Pirates fans on Twitter, and the amount of terror they had when they first saw you just on the trampoline. They're like, don't do anything silly.
Yeah, a ball pit was genuine frustration. I was genuinely pissed off. Those things are like 10 feet deep.
Yeah.
I'm tall. I'm not that tall, and I'm like just trying to throw the balls out, trying to get out because I couldn't. There's nothing to grab onto.
So you were in there for like hours.
No, I was working up a sweat in the middle of November. It was pretty frustrating.
The mustache was not something you had when you were a college pitcher. Is that correct? When did you add the mustache to your arsenal?
Pretty much the middle of my junior season at LSU.
Okay, gotcha. So it wasn't college. And this is something, was it a style choice? How did you end up coming up with, I'm going to be the mustache pitcher?
Pretty much just laziness.
Yeah.
Ran out of razors. So at Air Force, you have to shave every day. You gotta,
2 years at Air Force before you went to LSU.
Yeah. So that's my story.
Gotcha.
Long story short.
The fun thing is fans will, on days you're pitching, mustache it up. And it's good. This is like multi-generational. People can enjoy. When was the last year you played catcher? Because were you a catcher at Air Force as well?
Yeah, my sophomore year.
And so obviously you were very good, a fielder hitter as well. When did you make the decision to be a pitcher exclusively?
Pretty much in the season at LSU when they stopped putting me in batting practice groups.
Okay, yeah. You took that as a subtle sign.
Yeah, because I was like, hey, can I hit today, guys? Like, they're like, no, just go pitch. Go lift.
Well, I will say they seem to have an eye for maybe what the right call was. Last question, because look, you're a young person. When I was your age, I was playing a lot of video games. I know you're living a different life than I was at 22. But will you play this video game? Have you played it yet?
I'll probably go in, log in, and get my card and then log back out. I'm not a video game guy.
Not a video game guy.
Not
And
at
it
all.
must be frustrating, I would imagine, to be less in control of you in video game world as you are in real life.
Yeah, I hate it. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. Like, I don't have the finger dexterity to, press the right buttons at the right time, so I just don't do it.
Yeah, so I guess in the end, you and I are the same. What a pleasure to have you here, Paul. Just good luck with everything.
Appreciate it.
You guys, this is Paul Skeens. The Pirates begin the 2025 MLB season on March 27th in Miami against the Marlins. They'll host their home opener on April 4th against the Yankees. We'll be right back with Emilio Matola.